Alright, hey guys, we're back for another Golf Clash tutorial here. And here you can see I got a tailwind. I do recommend a tightened ball for this. The wind that you get really doesn't matter too much. I would just try to focus on this landing zone with about as much curl as you can. And you should, be able to easily manage this hole. You can see that we got right about one topspin. You are going to want to be a little bit cautious with the way that you go about doing this. So you might want to, hit it more towards the center of the fairway. And you can see that I'm just going to optimize as much curl as I can, get it as far around the corner as I can. And, I just try to keep it a little bit off the topspin just to make sure that when I bend that corner like that it doesn't shoot too far. So you do want to be a little bit cautious, and that's kind of what I was doing with my shots. But as I mentioned, even with, a little bit extra topspin, you'll be okay. But you don't want to go above 2 bars unless you have a massive headwind. And then you could maybe push it up to about 3. So you do want to be a little bit careful with this tee shot. And just make sure that you get it into play more so than anything. And same with your second shot. We just want to focus on doing what we can as opposed to forcing the issue. And using the curl on this will really give you a very good tee shot. So the best clubs for this hole are always going to be the curling ones. Extra mile, I usually have a very distinctive advantage, and they can potentially make a mistake. So what it's going to require in situations like this is, I'm only going to land right about here. I'm going to have to go pretty aggressive with my approach. I'm going to use about 1 topspin. It's going to land right about here somewhere. And I'll do this with some curl as well. So maybe right in here. And just bend it around the tree with some curl. Relatively full power, just come off a little just to be a little bit more precise. And let's see here. Up, I just missed that rough. So I was trying to do a little bump shot and it just missed it. So it does come in a little bit hot, but no reason that hopefully we can't still manage to get that up and in. So this is kind of the hardest wind scenario. And you can see what my opponent's going to be up against. This is the biggest reason that I recommend bringing it to Titan is because of this approach shot. You can see that my opponent can barely get it up around these trees to the very front of that fairway around the trees because he has the Power 1 ball. So this is the biggest reason, it can go wrong. And that's the biggest reason that you'll want to bring that extra ball. And there you can see it hits the tree, spins forward, doesn't get up towards the green. So still going to be makeable from there, but just something to think about and consider when you're playing your shots. And what I'll usually do here is just try to find a nice, make sure that I'm not, I definitely don't want to be around that glitchy spot. So you're going to see that I'll, intentionally avoid that. Shouldn't need to play too much wind. That would leave the hole. So you'll see where I'm putting the guide here. And just missed my perfect ball. It's going to cost me the shot. But you can see that, hopefully you can get away with, a very easy, good eagle chance. Just watch the amount that you curl it. And, hopefully, what I usually try to do is come at it with some backspin. But because of the luck of the draw, we had to go topspin on the second shot, unfortunately. But ideally, we'll get it to where we can use 3 or 4 backspin and just kind of easily, casually get it up there. But just not luck of the... We just weren't lucky this time around. So, I wasn't quite able to get this one this time. But let's go to, the shootout more likely here. And... go over that shot. So good luck with that hole, guys, and catch you on the next video.